Hey, what's up, witches? It's Luna here with a reading of the new moon chart for December 4th, 2021. This is the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. It happens at 2:42 a.m. in the Eastern time zone, so please adjust that for your own. That would be that's Saturday in the Eastern time zone. It's going to be Friday night on the Pacific coast at 11:42. It occurs at 12 degrees of Sagittarius. And there's Mercury hanging out there with it. It's 3 degrees off, so it's a bit wide for transit, but I'm going to consider it because it's there. It's a big Sagittarius wad. So Sagittarius, as you know, is a fire sign, and it's a mutable sign. Fire means passion. Sagittarians are passionate, and what they're passionate about is their ideas, their beliefs, just a changing landscape. They're adventuresome. They want to see something different and new. Sagittarius is not at all about the old and the familiar. It is ruled by Jupiter, which is the expansion principle. So you can expand your mind, expand your horizons, expand through travel, expand your waistline, expand in all ways. So looking at this little wad, Sun, Moon, and Mercury, it's a great time to change your mind, to examine your own philosophies, to hit the reset button on your own understanding of the world, according to you. Your philosophies, your religious ideas can go through a reset here. And with Mercury hanging out there, it's a great time to take in new information, and it's a great time to put out new information as well, to share things with people. If we look at the planet that's ruling this new moon, here's Jupiter in Aquarius. That also says great for changing things, for new ideas, for innovation. But that Jupiter is squaring Mars. So the planet ruling this solar eclipse is squared by Mars. Those are both in fixed signs. The actual eclipse is happening in a mutable sign, which gives us a lot of flexibility. But when the ruling planet is in a fixed sign and squared by Mars in a fixed sign, we could be very prone to overdoing things. So again, in the holiday season, if there are parties planned, please, oh please, keep yourself safe. Please, oh please, don't overindulge and then get in a car or something stupid like that. So this is just the big fat warning. Also during holiday season, and plus this is on the weekend. This is Friday, Saturday. So during the holidays, it's a time when amateur drinkers are active, where people who don't normally drink are drinking. And so please, please, please just be aware of that and be cautious. Take care of yourselves. This eclipse is going to be most significant for you depending on what house it's falling in your chart. That's where you really need to look at how it's affecting you personally. But overall, it's a time to just expand our horizons, expand our minds, open them to new information, to understanding the other, being curious about things that are different, from our norm. And what's going to aid us here is we've got this Venus-Pluto. This is also 3 degrees off, but I'm going to consider it because Venus is approaching. It's applying to a conjunction with Pluto, and Venus is going to be hanging out conjunct with Pluto for like the majority of December, because it's going to go up in conjunct and then it's going to go retrograde. So Venus and Pluto conjunct can make for an intense restructuring of our value system. Venus represents our values. It's also how we express affection. Pluto, of course, is transformation, intensity, digging things up by the deep, deep roots. It's inevitability, but it's Venus that's approaching Pluto here. So we've been under this Pluto in Capricorn for such a hell of a long time. Since 2008, we've been under Pluto going through Capricorn. And with Venus applying to conjunct it right now, it kind of softens this intensity that we've been going through. It can bring a little bit of sweetness, okay? It can bring a love, a quest for pleasure. So we can, yes, restructure our value system, transform our value system, but we can also just soften up a little bit, I'm thinking. The Saturn-Uranus square is still in play, as it has been on and off for quite some time now. So this is that struggle between the traditional and the new, going the old way and innovating. And, still being under pandemic situation, we can be forced to update our traditions around the holidays because we can't do things like we used to, big parties with a whole bunch of people and all that kind of stuff, people not having the resources that they used to have. So the fact that it's a square says this is a difficult thing to do, and, we feel like we're forced to it. Uranus is also exactly in conjuncting this eclipse. So we have to adjust. I mean, this is so freedom-loving. Uranus is freedom-loving. I want freedom of ideas, freedom of the intellect. Sagittarius is freedom-loving just across the board, as far as everything goes. With an inconjunct, we need to adjust. Boy, oh boy. The adjustment is between the Sagittarian energy of philosophy and wisdom and understanding and really getting my message out to the masses, things on a mass scale. And Uranus is that sudden, unexpected lightning strike. So I guess we have to sort of adjust so that we're not throwing out the baby with the bathwater for the sake of freedom and innovation. I'll have to think on that one for a little while. At any rate, going back to the Jupiter-Mars square, just please know that that's there. Take care of yourselves. I'm not looking at the Chiron trine that they're showing here to the new moon because that's 5 degrees off. That doesn't count. We do have Venus sextiling Neptune. So as Venus approaches Pluto here, well, as it approaches the conjunction with Pluto, it will go out of aspect with Neptune. As it stands in this chart, it still is sextiling Neptune, which just brings this ethereal, wonderful sense of affection and compassion and pleasure. It sort of gives us opportunities to escape into pleasure, so be aware of that as well. I think that's all I'm seeing here. Again, what would really give me so much more information is looking at your personal natal chart to see what house this goes off in. Those are the areas that will be highlighted. Those are the philosophies that will come up for revision. And, let's just hope that with this new moon, we can all experience an increase in our understanding of one another and, adjust that with our sort of aggressive, freedom-loving ways of Uranus in Taurus there. So I hope you got something out of that. If you did, please like and subscribe and share this to someone else who might be interested as well. If you have any questions, I know what I forgot to talk about. Sorry, gang. Look over here. We do not have a chart signature for this new moon. Certainly fire predominates with that wad in Sagittarius, but we have equal weight of cardinal and mutable. And that's actually a good thing. Because fixity is what makes us stubborn. It's what allows us to see things through, but it brings that stubbornness in. Cardinal energy is pioneering, initiating energy, getting something started, starting a new way. Mutable energy is flexibility. So we have the ability to start something new and be flexible. This really brings in the ability to change. So I think that's going to be my parting shot from this new moon. Is it really is a great time to dig into your philosophies, your mindset, and make any changes that you need to make. Hit the reset button there, update your belief system. Okay? All right, you guys, take care. I will see you next time. Until then, this is Luna. Blessed be.